What is up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. This is How to Get Away with Murder, Season 5, Episode 1, Your Funeral. Alright, so we see that Connor and Oliver got married. We're at the reception. Everybody's having a good time. The boys are kissing. Cake is being served. Annalise is going down the Soul Train line, dancing very awkwardly, I might add. And she looks over and she sees Frank. Frank is standing in the corner with this look on his face. And every time we see that look on Frank's face, we know some shit happened, right? So Annalise goes over to Frank, asking what's going on. Did somebody die? And somebody did die. Frank didn't say shit. He didn't utter a word. Annalise slapped the shit out of him. So we flash back to 3 months and we have Maddox. He is allegedly Bonnie's black son. That's what I'm gonna call it, Bonnie's black son. So we have him. He's on the campus and he is going to the law building. Obviously, he's going to Annalise's class. So he gets to the class. The class is packed. There's a bunch of people sitting and standing. Annalise comes in with that new Supreme Court win on her shoulders. Girlfriend is looking good. Her makeup is looking nice. Her wig is so cute. Annalise is feeling herself because she is the hot shit out in these law streets. Everybody's trying to get into this class. And she has to decide who is tough enough to be in her class. We know that she makes her students into murderers. So she has to find the right students in order for them to be on her murder team. Okay? Something like that. So all of the students, especially the ones that we have seen from season 1, like Michaela, Laurel, all of them are in the class and they also have to vie to be in the class. Now we know Annalise is going to pick them. I mean, they murdered a whole bunch of people in your honor. Of course you're going to pick them. So Annalise leaves and she gets a call and Frank is outside with young Christopher, which is Laurel's son with Wes. Christian or Christopher? Christopher. That baby is so cute. So Frank is holding him, acting like he's daddy and everything. And Frank wants to know why Annalise did not put in a good word for him to get into the school. Annalise ain't got time. She got places to go and people to see. So she heads to the law firm where all the shit started last season. And this is where, I don't know her name. I know her as Steen from Underground. This is where Steen works, where Michaela worked. Where they shot the dude who was from Pakistan. There. So she goes there. She's actually there for a job interview. Steen don't look too happy. She looking fly as shit, but she don't look too happy that Annalise is there interviewing for a position. And apparently the things that Annalise wants, this company just is not willing to give. And we see I guess a montage of Annalise interviewing with different law firms. And all these law firms want her, but she wants what she wants. She wants what she wants, and she is not going to take no for an answer. So, Steen's law firm told her, well, no, we can't give you that. We can negotiate shit, but we can't give you that. So Annalise said, I decline this position and walk the hell out. Alright, so Laurel is trying to put little Christopher down with his cute ass. And Michaela is over there stressing because she wants to call Marcus. We remember Michaela hooked up with Marcus from Scandal, was it last season? Yeah, last season. And she is so in love with him and wants to contact him because now her and Asher are over. She wants to be with her black Obama. I mean, Obama is black, but she wants to be with him. I don't know why. I didn't see the chemistry. All I just saw was they were both black. I didn't see any chemistry between them, but Michaela is certain that this is her Prince Charming. This is the man she's supposed to be with, and she is calling him. She wants to call him, but she's scared. Alright, so we go to the DA's office, and we see Frank with his cute self. He just got that rugged... He ain't that cute, but his body makes up for all the not so cuteness in his face. But we see Frank and he looks into Bonnie's office and Bonnie is talking with that co-worker, the ugly weird one. He has a weird face to me. His face is structured very tenderly. I don't know. His face looks like he could be trans to me. I don't know. He has a very tender look to him. But they're in there talking and I don't know I didn't know if Bonnie was using him as a mark or she was really interested. I think it's kind of both. But Frank goes in there to kind of interrupt the scene, and the guy leaves, and Bonnie says she is using him to get information because she feels that, excuse me, she feels like the DA that was murdered, I can't remember his name, but she feels like he must have given the files to someone, and that guy would be the person that he would give them to. So she's trying to get close to him to see if he has these files. Frank is trying to tell her that she needs to stay away from him, just dead the situation. She is not wanting to do that. She feels like she needs to help Annalise protect all of them, basically, but by protecting all of them is protecting Annalise. Alright, so Bonnie meets with Annalise in the garage, which is, I call it the murder garage. Something always happened in the garage, underground garage on this show, but they meet in Annalise's car, and Annalise is telling her that she's interviewing with a lot of firms, and the one stipulation that she has is that she brings in her own team, and she wants to hire Bonnie and the kids and all that stuff. Bonnie's saying that she can't leave the DA's office because it would not look right, which it won't, because you were trying to prosecute her and now you're going back to work with her. So it won't look right. And plus, she feels like the dude has these files that Denver left, that's his name, that Denver left, and she has to stay there in order to get these files. Annalise thinks that everything is done. Denver is dead. The thing is done. Everybody can move on. Laurel's father's in prison. Everything is finished. But Bonnie is telling her, no, I still have to make sure that we're okay. So she declines her offer to go to whatever firm she decides to go to. Alright, so we have all the kids at, I think it's Frank's house. We have all the kids at Frank's house, and Oliver comes in with some pizzas, and he has a box that he found on the steps, and it was for Laurel. So Laurel opens up the box and sees that it is a christening gown that her mother sent her. She thought her mother died. Her mother is not dead. Her mother sent her the gown just to be a good Catholic, but she knows her mother is full of shit. Alright, so we are in the classroom, and the students have to argue certain points as to show that they belong in this class. Now, when they start talking this law shit, the shit goes by so fast. Everybody is stating their case. I don't really know, but Annalise told some students to go on the right, some students to go on the left, and the students on the left were the students that got picked. All the kids were on the left, including Bonnie's black child. He was on the left, and everybody else was on the right. She told him to go home. Good luck. Be a good lawyer, just not with her. Alright, so after the class, she gets a call from one of the law firms. This is a law firm where it was predominantly women, and they tell her basically reneging on the job offer. So she got many calls from the law firms that she applied to, and they are rescinding their job offers to her, not really telling her why. So she goes to the law firm with all the women, and they basically told her that the governor, his people called in and said if they hire Annalise, the government will look into their clients. So they cannot hire Annalise because Annalise basically pissed off everybody when she went up against the Supreme Court. So Annalise has a target on her back, but she did not even think that something like that would even happen, which any smart person knows if you're going against the government, especially about prison and what they're doing to the people in prison, they probably gonna want to do something to you. Frank is in the room. He's in there with the baby, and Frank is Googling Bonnie's black son. So he's Googling him. What I'm confused about is last season, at the end of the season, the son was signing up for classes. Frank saw him and realized that was him, but now he's Googling him as if he doesn't have any information about him. So I don't really know what that is. Frank is having conversations on the phone with someone about Maddox, but we don't know who he's talking to. So the person is basically in it with Frank to do something to Maddox, even though we have no clue who he's talking to. So Laurel comes in and she is talking about her the gown that her mom sent, And then next thing you know, they start fucking, and I stopped caring because I don't like Laurel, and I think Frank can do a whole lot better than her. So we pan back to Nate, and Nate is in his office, and we see him with some files. We look at the files, and Nate has files on Bonnie. Now he is, I guess, trying to get more information on Bonnie. He sees that there is a sheet in there that says it's a DNA sheet, and it says child alive. So he decides to go to Bonnie's office while she's not in there and grab something with her DNA on it. He takes it down to the DNA lab, and he butters up the black girl down there, and basically he wants her to test the DNA on this coffee mug with those results. And they decide to go out. He fucks her to get the test results done. I mean, use what you got to get what you want, bro. I ain't even mad at you. You got the dick, give it to him. Just give it to him. But he goes ahead and fucks old girl, and she comes back and tells him that the person who this cup is for is the maternal match for the results on the DNA. So Bonnie is the parent of the male on the DNA. It doesn't have any information other than it is a male child. So Oliver takes everybody to a abandoned house and kind of thinks this is the house that Oliver wants to get married in, and he is okay as long as Oliver is happy because Oliver is the one who's paying for his tuition. So they go into the house, and Oliver says the house is not for the wedding, but he found the house so all of them can live in there and save money. Apparently everybody is broke and nobody has any jobs. So Oliver found this house on this weird, it looks like a haunted house to me, but he found this house and he wants everybody to move in, and he suckered Michaela into moving in because she is the reason why the guy that got shot last season is in detention or back in Pakistan, because she called ICE on him to save them all. So Oliver is still pissed at her. So he told her that she would have to move in to help because she fucked up that guy's life. Frank went to visit Annalise, and he has files on all the students because Frank wants to get into law school for whatever reason. He wants to be an equal rather than just Annalise's go-to boy when she needs somebody dead. So Frank is Googling everybody, and he's telling her that Maddox is lying. He's lying. Do not trust him. And Annalise does not want to hear it. Now, does Annalise know that this is Bonnie's son? I kind of believe that because she did not want to hear anything Frank had to say. I kind of feel like she knew who he was, but she stopped the conversation. Frank saw that she had some law pamphlets or booklets or whatever in the trash. So basically he told her that she can start her own law firm. Annalise does not think that she can because she has no money, but Frank is telling her that you are the money, you are the draw. Without you, there is no nothing. You have the pull in this situation. So once he leaves, Annalise gets the bright idea to go back to Steen's law firm and tell them exactly what she wants, and if they say no, walk the fuck out. She walks the fuck out. We don't know what her demands are at this point. We still don't know. Annalise, they told her no, they want to negotiate. They want to negotiate. She said, fuck that shit. I'm not negotiating. If you don't give me what I want, then I am gone. Annalise got her ass up, walked the hell out. She got to the garage feeling like, oh my God, what the fuck am I doing? Oh my God. She turned around to go back in. She said, nope, I gotta stand my ground. And she walked to her car, and when she walked to her car, she got a call from them telling her that they accept all of her demands. Come back out, sign your damn pamphlet, get your W-2 form. You're going to start work on Monday. So Laurel tells Frank that she is moving out. She feels like she is using him because he is taking care of her and her baby. And she is using him. She knows that Frank is in love with her, but she feels like, I don't know, Laurel just needs a dick. She just needs men. She just needs a man up under her. So I think that's what it is. I don't like her. I cannot wait till she dies. I hope that Annalise gets the baby. I just don't like Laurel. But Frank is telling her don't move. He wants to stay there with her and the baby and everything like that. He grabs a ring and proposes to this whack bitch. He got down on one knee like a simp and proposed to this hoe. Okay? She told him no. And I'm glad she told him no. Laurel seemed like the type, if she didn't have any kids, I think she would have married him because Laurel is that type of person. She just, I don't like you, girl. So Laurel told him no. Frank looked obviously defeated, but it is better off that you do not marry this girl because she is toxic. So we're at Christopher's baptism. Everybody's there, and we start going to everybody's individual lives. Marcus texted Michaela and told her that he don't want to be in no relationship right now with nobody. Peace out, deuces, don't call me no more. She got all of her feelings. She blocked his number. She don't want to have nothing to do with him. She feels ashamed because she cheated on Asher with this man and the man don't want her. Whatever, girl. So in Annalise's class, she picks the students that she wants, and it's between Maddox and Asher, and she chose Maddox. So Asher is out of the circle. He is out of the fold. Asher is not in the class. So we don't know what's going to happen with Asher. Is Asher going to turn evil because he has been shunned by Annalise and her children? I don't really know, but we got to look out for Asher because Asher is not all here, and the man done killed his daddy, so Asher is not above murder. Alright, so, and we find out that Annalise, the law class is funded by Steen's law firm, and that was one of her demands. She wanted her class be funded by these people. That way the class has this access of money and resources and everything like that. So, and she also has her office in the building. So Steen is pissed because Steen looks like she was the only sister who was like at the top, but now Annalise is there and she don't like her too tough. So there is going to be definite competition between them. So I'm glad that Steen is incorporated in this season. I don't know your name, but I'm glad that she's incorporated in this season. I just hope she don't get killed. Alright, so we see Bruce Leroy, Maddox. He looked like Bruce Leroy to me. But we see Bruce Leroy playing basketball, and Frank comes up to play with him. Frank, if he's Bonnie's son, why does Frank want to kill him? I don't get it. But Frank went up to play basketball with him, and I think Frank is doing that to get more information, but we'll see next episode. But the last 5 minutes of How to Get Away with Murder is just crazy. So at the beginning of the scene, we saw it was snowing. It was snowing outside. The ground was covered with snow, and all you saw was red blood. We don't know who the blood belonged to. We don't know who's gasping for air. We can't see any of that. So at the last scene, we see all this blood. We hear the gasping of air. Then we hear the baby crying. Christopher, cute little ass, is sitting outside in the snow watching whoever take their last breath. We're at the view of the victim. So we are watching Christopher as he's crying. Blood is all around the floor, all around him, and the person is just gasping for air. Then we see these white feet with these high heels come up. It's Bonnie. Bonnie takes her hand and covers the person's mouth, and it goes off. These people just can't help but to kill. I don't know who it is. I don't think it's Laurel at all. I don't know who it could be. I don't know. Whoever it is had the baby out there, but whoever killed him, if it was Frank, why would you leave the baby? I don't know, but that was episode 1 of How to Get Away with Murder. So be back next week so we can see the conclusion of what happened. But do not forget to subscribe, do not forget to like this video, and do not forget to check out my website, justbeher.com, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.